What's the crack, lads? Welcome into our first video of 2025. Happy New Year to everybody. Konami are kicking off 2025 with a phenomenal finish in Endrick, Nunez, who has bullet header, or phenomenal pass Emery. This is a free gift from the inbox, and it is kicking off 2025's content, right? So this player is 100% free, right? You just need to claim him from your inbox, and you're able to choose between any of the three of these. It's not random. You actually get to select which player that you want. Now, I'm going to do no waffle in this video or no overcomplicating, lads. We're literally going to get straight into it, and we're going to sign Emery and show you the best and ultimate build for him, right? So this is on our free-to-play account. He's an 88 centre midfielder, but he's going to go to about 96, 97. He's got 29 levels, takes about 75,000 XP. And I do think that he's a good box-to-box, but he's definitely not up there with other box-to-boxes that they've released. And he just does not compare to any of the big boys, Mateus or Seedorf, which is kind of an unfair comparison. He does go to 99 overall. But I do like this build, man. I like this build a lot. 9 into passing, 8 into dribbling. We're going to mess around with the dexterity a little bit, right? Because I do feel that he's probably about a level or two away from being a really dominant card, right? But that is the build that you just saw there on screen. You're going to have an 85 speed and acceleration with balance, anti-possession, all 85. Low pass is going to be 94. We're going to talk about low pass, lads, because they have changed low pass. I'm going to do a specific video on it before anyone jumps on it as well. I'm going to do the video on it, right, where we talk about where the threshold is at now with low pass. They've added one or two different ways the animations work with 95 passing, which is why I would give him the technique booster to get that 95 passing, right? Next up, we have got Darwizzy himself, Darwin Nunez. Now, a lot of people in the live stream are telling me to sign him from a main account. We did sign him for our free-to-play, our Player of the Week style account, right? It's a good card, lads, I'm not going to lie, but the problem with him and with a lot of these goal poachers that are neither kind of like target men or have the strength of a really strong goal poacher, that's his build there that you can see on screen. 10 into shooting is going to be big, but it's all about that aerial strength with him. Now, trust me, with 3 into defending, boys, I think it's a big thing to have his aggression at 80, so put that build exactly there and try it out. Rising shot, outside curler, and super sub, a very strong card. Now, next up, we have Endrick, right? I'm going through this very quick, lads, because I don't want to waffle around, right? I personally think Endrick is the best pick here in this, even if you have... It just depends, right? Are you going to pick Endrick if you've got Romario, Eto'o, all of these boys up front, right? That's his build on the screen there. Listen, it's New Year's. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I am going through this quite quick. You can pause the video or go back and just scrub through it again. But that is the build that we've gone for with the little Brazilian magician, Endrick, deep line forward. A lot of people don't like deep line forwards, but look at those stats for a free card. Really nice. And I'm going to show you a goal at the end as well, playing against a Division 1 guy with Endrick, right? So this is the build. That's his stats. A couple of things to talk about with Endrick, right? Is he the pick of the pack? Well, I mean, yes and no, right? Because if you look at his stats here and you look at what else is on offer, he doesn't really need a booster, right? It's always kind of a good sign, I think, of a card that's hitting all the thresholds that you want. Yes, he has a couple of weaknesses. I think Darwin Nunez, lads, at the moment, with the bullet header with that build that I showed you, he doesn't have the balance. He doesn't have that quickness of pace. He's not as nimble as Drogba. If you do not have a big man up front, I would definitely sign Nunez, but that is the build that we would probably go with. That is the booster that we would probably go with there as well for Endrick. But yeah, back to like whether you should pick either of these. Like, use a bit of logic in it, right? If you've got 5 or 6 run and gun centre forwards in the mould of Endrick, you don't really need to get Endrick. You know, if you've got David Villa, if you've got Torres, if you've got Eto'o, if you've got Mbappe doing all a similar job, you don't really need him. You know, if you don't have a tall striker up front to throw on, I think throwing on that build with Nunez, giving him super sub, giving him acrobatic finishing, it is going to make a difference. And now we're just going to finish off with showing you Endrick here in action, right? This is a really nice goal. It comes from an interception. We're going to get the ball. We're not even going to take a touch. And this is what I like about these kind of small, nimble, run and gun type players. Endrick is like a mini Romario, lads. That's what he's like. It's a lovely, tidy finish. So, again, just, you know, pick a player that you want. I think those are the best builds, just to give a quick rundown of the builds again right there. But yeah, that is it for me. Happy New Year again to you, lads. Let's start off 2025 with a banger of a vid. And I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.